Hi, Adele Mitchell here, and I am going to be working on Libra today. So with today's weekly forecast, I'm going to be using all the cards in the deck just want to fall out for you, Libra. I'm going to be using my zodiac board covering all 12 houses for you. So we're going to tap into the energies of pretty much every aspect and area of your life. Some of this may really, really validate some important stuff for you, and other things may not resonate so much. So take what you will from this reading, and I hope you enjoy. I'm going to start with all the cards that flung out at me here. In your first house, Libra, we have the Self house, and you received the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, it's been a long time. You've done a lot to kind of progress to this point in your life. But Libra, it looks like you're finally feeling very comfortable with your finances. In this last year, you've made many choices that have helped you kind of progress in your money path. And that's what it's really all talking about this week is, building up, understanding more, feeling more secure. There's also a chance for more things to kind of arise in this week that just solidify that you're on the right track. In your possessions house, you've received the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups shows that there is a lot of support coming through for you this week. You're going to also want to be around family, people that know you best. The desire to meet with new people is going to kind of be on the back burner, so to speak. You're not going to feel this desire to be extremely social, especially in big gatherings. So if you're invited to, go to a major celebration, something of that context, you're going to feel kind of like, yeah, no thanks, not for me. And that's okay. This is what's going to be most important to you this week, though, and also check in on people that mean a lot to you. So family members, close friends, people just like that. In your communication house, you have received the 2 of Swords. Part of you is going to feel like you need to talk about the decisions that you've made in the past that will connect with your choices you'll make in the future to those around you this week. I'm seeing a lot of deliberation, a lot of, contemplating making bigger steps, because you've made it to this point and you definitely feel good about it, but you just feel like there's more to come, and there truly is. I'm seeing that for you in the future. So your main objective when you're in conversations with people this week is to kind of talk more so about yourself than others. And people are going to pick up on that, and they're going to want to support you and help you in creating decision solving techniques, all of that. Okay, in your house of family, you've received Strength. So someone in your family is needing you to hold strength for them. Somebody's going to be going through a difficult situation, whether it be a loss or like a health struggle or heartbreak, something of that nature. This family member is going to be leaning on you, wanting to talk to you about it, even though in your communication house you're a bit self-driven this week. But this is not going to be what you want to talk to about with this family member who needs to lean on you, okay? So try to differentiate between those two situations and know when to kind of pull back and look outside of yourself so you can be nurturing and supportive of this family member. All other family members I'm seeing are also going to be kind of on that same level as you this week when it comes to this other person who needs love and support. So definitely a real solid foundation is going to be coming to fruition for your family this week. In your pleasure house, you receive the Hermit. The way that you will receive a feeling of inner joy and peace and happiness is going to be when you are not so involved with other people. We talked about that in your possessions house and what's most important to you this week. So it's interesting that the Hermit showed up for your pleasure house, because this just kind of like solidifies that it is going to be important for you to kind of be on your own a little bit, especially this is going to exhaust you at times, this family member that needs you. And also when you feel like you're being presented with this new desire to make a decision at some point in the future coming up. So it looks like there's a lot going on for you emotionally and mentally, and that's why we're seeing this Hermit card come up in your pleasure house. In your health house, Libra, you've received the Knight of Swords. This guy is feeling the need to be very mentally aware and focused. So it looks like up here, you know, in your third eye and even crown chakra area, you're going to want to focus on what is most important to you so that you do not fall into any depression or, you know, not allowing your mental to mix with your emotional levels, because that can kind of start a little bit of a fire in your health house. So within this week, be sure to pull back when you know you need to, especially with this whole, you know, desire to make a choice to enhance your life. If you feel like you're being met with just not a decision, just not like, you know, the idea of what you need to go with, then it's time to kind of pull back, have some patience, and just go right into Hermit. I call this Hermit style. And that's what's going to really benefit you for your health. Pushing yourself too much, like I said, will create that fire. And you do not need that. In your partnership house, Libra, you have the Lovers card. How suitful, how serving. So with the Lovers card in your partner house, it looks like you are going to be enhancing a commitment with the person that you have been spending most of your time with, whether this be a friend or family member or partner. Really. Even if you're dating, there's going to be more things coming up that are going to be very satisfactory for the both of you. It's going to feel like you're entering into a new phase. And it's going to be a good one, right? I'm seeing that there's no arguments popping up, no altercations. Things are going to be flowing quite well for you and your partner this coming week. In your transformation house, you receive the Six of Cups. Sometimes when we feel like we are really giving of ourselves to a family member or somebody in need, there's like this level of depletion for ourselves, which is why you've gone into Hermit mode style. So with the transformation card, we're seeing that there's a desire to tap into your inner child. Eating foods that may not be the best for you, kind of like indulging in things that you wouldn't normally do. You know, that's kind of like when a major holiday comes around and you allow yourself to, you know, do things that you normally wouldn't do. That's what we're really seeing in the transformation house coming up. It's going to be okay, right, to play a little bit, maybe take a day off of work to just be a hermit, right, and tap into that pleasure house. or, you know, go somewhere that you haven't been to in a while, or a new place where you can, you know, like a spa, or, you know, something that brings your soul a lot of satisfaction. Letting that inner child play a little bit is going to be very important. In your philosophy house, you received the Page of Swords. A lot of swords coming up for you. Kind of putting yourself in other people's shoes, having a newfound perspective, or understanding something in a way where you just haven't really looked at it that way. So when we talk about the philosophy house, this is not just a place of growth and learning, but it's also a time for expanding upon our own inner wisdom too. So if you find that, you know, you are being depleted here, then right here in this philosophy house, we're kind of seeing that we have to, you know, move in a way that would help us kind of get to a point where we understand what they're going through, but we also don't take it on as our own, because that's kind of like the other way we can take perspectives. So understanding what somebody's going through, understanding that it's their path and not ours, and taking the time to, you know, hermitize a little bit if you need to. That's what you really need to understand this coming week when it comes to your philosophy house. In your reputation house, you've received the King of Cups. This is the house where other people see you and what they think about you. People are feeling like you are an extremely honest, trustworthy, reliable person. So if you ever, you know, question the ones that you are communicating with or the people that you're helping out, you can definitely understand that they are in your court or on your team. They're looking at you with eyes that are not judging. They're actually very grateful and seeing you as someone of importance during this week. In your friendship house, you've received another king, the King of Pentacles. The kings are showing up together. Okay. It looks like the people on the outside of you, because we kind of saw this in your reputation house, is that the people around you are seeing what you're going through. And even though there's other people going through more difficult experiences, the friends that you have are going to see that you need time to yourself in your pleasure house with the Hermit card. They're also going to see that, you know, you're doing everything you can to kind of give back to yourself in a way where you're supporting your inner child. And they're going to be with you on that, right? They're going to be asking if you need anything, wanting to play a role that is extremely beneficial to you, as opposed to any complications arising. It looks like your friends are really going to be there for you. In your final house, this is the house of unconscious. You've received the Five of Cups. So within this week, there are going to be moments where you will feel a little down and out. When those times come up, I see you'll be spending time with that family member who you're going to try to be giving to in a very positive way. But we kind of talked about that, about, you know, not depleting yourself too much and keep relying on that inner child to grow, because without those moments, you know, it can just be something as simple as not cooking for yourself. If you're somebody, you know, who cooks all week long and then you just like, I just don't want to cook this week, go out to eat. You know, it's the little things like that that are going to help you steer away from focusing on the negative. This card's kind of a really big player here, because it's going to be lurking on the outside of your energy field. It's not going to take a lot to let that come in. So just be aware that it's there and that you really need to, you know, protect and focus on, you know, yourself and keep going forward in a way that will be more enjoyable for you, even when you are dealing with difficult situations. Thank you so much, Libra, for joining me today. I would love for you to subscribe to my channel if you have not already, because more videos like this one will be posted in the near future, and I love to be able to guide you in any way possible. Enjoy your week ahead, and I wish you a blessed day.